English talking practice. Mia often felt a knot in her stomach when English was mentioned. She dreamed of effortless conversations, but fear always held her back. The thought of speaking publicly was terrifying, making her feel incredibly insecure about her pronunciation. Her silent aspiration was to become a fluent, confident English speaker, truly mastering the spoken word. One quiet evening, browsing online, she stumbled upon an article, "Start Talking at Home." This simple suggestion resonated deeply with her. It offered a private, low-pressure environment to begin her journey. She realized the living room could become her personal language laboratory, free from external judgment. The article emphasized the importance of English talking practice. It wasn't about perfection, but consistent effort. Mia decided to dedicate 15 minutes daily to simply speaking English aloud to herself, describing objects around her room. This initial step felt awkward yet strangely liberating and empowering. She started with mundane activities, narrating her breakfast preparation or laundry folding. "I am pouring coffee now. This is a blue shirt." This "how to talk in English" method felt silly initially, but quickly built a foundational comfort. It was a crucial first step, breaking the silence barrier. Her next discovery was listen and practice. Mia found podcasts and YouTube channels on topics she enjoyed. She would listen attentively, then pause and try to mimic the native speaker's intonation and rhythm. This active listening significantly improved her auditory comprehension and natural flow. This integrated approach was her unique way of learning English. She combined active speaking with deliberate listening. It wasn't just passive absorption, it was engagement. Every single day became an opportunity to immerse herself further, building upon previous successes systematically. To address how to learn English holistically, Mia incorporated reading. She chose simple English novels and news articles, noting new vocabulary. Reading helped her understand sentence structures and idiomatic expressions contextually. It provided a rich textual foundation for her spoken practice. Remembering new words was a persistent challenge. For how to remember words, Mia created digital flashcards with example sentences and images. She reviewed them daily, focusing on active recall rather than passive recognition. Contextualizing words made them stick far more effectively. She also began using a vocabulary notebook, grouping words by topic. This method, combined with using new words in her daily internal monologues, solidified her understanding. Repetition and consistent application were truly key to making those new terms hers. The fear of making mistakes still lingered, but Mia focused on how to make confidence in speaking. She understood that perfection was an illusion, progress was the real goal. Every spoken word, even imperfect, was a victory, moving her forward confidently. A significant breakthrough came from recording herself. Mia used her phone to capture her practice sessions. Listening back, she identified areas for improvement in pronunciation and fluency, but also recognized tangible progress, which boosted her morale tremendously. This self-assessment was empowering. Instead of harsh criticism, she approached her recordings with curiosity, observing her own journey. It allowed her to objectively track her speaking improvements, noting clearer sounds and smoother sentence delivery. Mia discovered the joy of learn English through stories. She started with simplified retellings of classic tales, then moved to more complex narratives. This made learning engaging and memorable, connecting new vocabulary and grammar to compelling plots. Stories provided natural context for new expressions, making them easier to recall. She would even retell these stories aloud in her own words, further solidifying her understanding and speaking ability. This was an enjoyable and effective technique. Her dedication to listen and practice deepened. She no longer just mimicked, she analyzed. She paid attention to how native speakers expressed emotions and nuances through their tone, which added depth to her own communication skills. Mia started imagining conversations with English speakers, playing both roles. This mental rehearsal, a form of advanced English talking practice, prepared her for real-life interactions. It felt like a mental gym, building her conversational stamina. The initial awkwardness of start talking at home had vanished. Her home had indeed become a sanctuary for language growth. She felt comfortable expressing herself, even if only to her reflection in the mirror, fostering genuine self-assurance. She began sharing her strategies with friends struggling with English. Mia became an accidental mentor, advocating for the consistent, low-pressure approach. Her own transformation was living proof that these practical methods truly yielded results. Her confidence grew exponentially. What started as hesitant whispers became clearer, more articulate sentences. Mia found herself actively seeking opportunities to use English in daily life, no longer avoiding them nervously. From grocery shopping to ordering coffee, she seized every chance. Each successful interaction, no matter how small, reinforced her belief in her progress. These real-world applications solidified her classroom learning effectively. Mia realized, how to improve your English wasn't about finding a magic bullet. It was about consistent, diverse practice. Combining listening, speaking, reading, and vocabulary building created a powerful synergy. She learned that motivation was fueled by small victories. Celebrating pronouncing a tricky word correctly or understanding a complex sentence encouraged her to continue. Each tiny achievement propelled her forward diligently. The way of learning English evolved for her. It became less about rigid rules and more about communicative fluency. She prioritized conveying her message effectively, even if her grammar wasn't always perfect, reducing her anxiety significantly. Mia started joining online English conversation groups. These virtual interactions provided a safe space to test her growing abilities with real people. It was a natural progression from talking to herself confidently. She found immense joy in understanding different accents and communicating with people from diverse cultures. These conversations enriched her learning experience profoundly. Her world expanded, connecting her to global perspectives effortlessly. How to remember words became less about rote memorization and more about active usage. She deliberately incorporated new vocabulary into her sentences during conversations, making them an active part of her lexicon immediately. If she forgot a word, she wouldn't panic. Instead, she'd describe it or ask for help, turning moments of uncertainty into opportunities for learning. This adaptability was a hallmark of her new confidence. Her ability to make confidence in speaking was no longer a theoretical goal but a living reality. She felt comfortable expressing opinions, asking questions, and even debating topics in English with genuine ease. Mia even found herself enjoying public speaking in English, something once unimaginable. She volunteered for presentations at work, surprising colleagues with her newfound eloquence and poised delivery. Learn English through stories took on a new dimension. She started writing her own short stories in English, experimenting with different narrative styles and vocabulary. This creative outlet cemented her linguistic mastery. Her comprehension of complex stories improved dramatically. She could now follow intricate plots and understand nuanced character motivations, a testament to her consistent listen and practice dedication over months. The journey from silent aspiration to confident communication was long but incredibly rewarding. Every single step, every small victory, contributed to her remarkable progress. Mia had truly transformed herself completely. She often reflected on that initial decision to start talking at home. It was the genesis of her entire linguistic transformation. That single, simple idea unlocked her potential and bravely set her on this path. Mia realized that fluency wasn't about being flawless, but about being effective. It was about communicating clearly and confidently, even with minor imperfections. This understanding liberated her from self-imposed pressure. The advice, how to improve your English, echoed in her mind: consistency over intensity. Short, regular practice sessions were far more beneficial than infrequent, long ones. This disciplined approach was sustainable for her. Her way of learning English became a personal blueprint for success. She adapted strategies to fit her own learning style and schedule. This personalized approach made the process enjoyable and highly effective. Mia now believed that anyone could learn English, regardless of their starting point. It just required dedication, the right strategies, and a willingness to embrace mistakes as part of the learning journey. She encouraged everyone to try, listen and practice daily. Immersing oneself in authentic English content was invaluable for developing natural rhythm and intonation, crucial for sounding more fluent. For how to remember words, Mia always advised contextual learning. Learning words in phrases or sentences, rather than in isolation, made them much easier to recall and use appropriately. She emphasized the power of imitation. Mimicking native speakers, even if initially awkward, trained the mouth and tongue muscles for correct pronunciation. This physical practice was surprisingly effective for clarity. Mia truly understood how to make confidence in speaking. It wasn't about external validation, it was about self-acceptance and celebrating effort. Every word spoken contributed to building her inner strength. She learned to forgive herself for errors, viewing them as learning opportunities, not failures. This mindset shift was revolutionary for her progress and emotional well-being throughout the process. The captivating world of learn English through stories remained her favorite method. It offered a relaxed yet highly effective way to expand vocabulary and grasp grammar rules intuitively without pressure. Mia often found herself thinking in English, a clear sign of deep immersion. Her thoughts flowed naturally, and she no longer had to translate internally before speaking, a huge step. Her journey was a testament to the power of self-directed learning. She didn't rely solely on classes, she took ownership of her improvement. This proactive approach yielded remarkable and lasting results. Friends and colleagues often asked her how to talk in English so naturally now. Mia patiently explained her journey, stressing the importance of starting small and staying consistent daily. She highlighted the role of daily English talking practice at home, emphasizing that even 5 minutes can make a difference. The cumulative effect of these small efforts was immense over time. Mia's transformation was inspiring. She proved that with consistent effort and the right strategies, anyone could overcome their fear and achieve fluency. Her story became a beacon of hope for many. She now freely engages in complex discussions, expressing nuanced ideas effortlessly. Her original hesitation has been replaced by a genuine passion for communication, connecting her globally. From a timid beginner, Mia blossomed into a highly articulate and confident English speaker. Her journey embodies the true spirit of persistence and effective language acquisition. Her success reinforced the idea that English learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Every step, no matter how small, counts towards the ultimate goal of fluency and confident expression. Mia often shared her top tip: just start speaking. The initial fear is the biggest hurdle. Once you overcome that, the path to improvement becomes much clearer and more enjoyable. Her advice centered on creating an immersive environment even at home. Surround yourself with English content, speak to yourself, and embrace every single opportunity to practice. The power of daily listen and practice cannot be overstated. It shapes your ear, improves your pronunciation, and helps you internalize natural speech patterns organically. Mia's story is a compelling blueprint for anyone asking how to learn English effectively. Her journey proves that determination and smart strategies lead to incredible linguistic breakthroughs. She believes that consistent English talking practice is the cornerstone of fluency. It trains your mouth and brain to produce language effortlessly, building muscle memory. Remember Mia's journey when you feel discouraged. Your speaking confidence is built one word, one sentence, one conversation at a time, patiently and persistently. Embrace the process, celebrate small wins, and never stop talking. Your voice deserves to be heard, and your English fluency is within reach, waiting to be unleashed today.